I know you've had your feelings about Charleston White in the past, and he just made headlines again. For let me pull this up here. He made headlines for recently posting a picture of him and Lil Tim, the person who took Chicago rapper King Von's life a few years ago. I'm gonna read that in a bit, but I would like to know. I know a couple years ago you wanted to scrap with him, and things like that. Where do you stand with Charleston White today?
I'm gonna tell you something. I changed my mind about Charleston White, and I'm man enough to admit. Like, you understand? You know why I say this? A lot of people can't admit when they wrong. I see what Charleston White was doing. I see what he was doing. You understand? Sometimes you got to come out with the gorilla monkey shit. So, because that's what this internet and everybody is gravitating to. That's all they run to. You got to make sure everybody's and then when you got everybody's attention, that's when you change. He's brilliant. In actuality, he's brilliant because I've heard him speak. It's like he jumps into different zones of people within itself. Like, he'll talk the most ignorant and say the most ignorant. Like, oh my God. Like, but what he's saying is a lot of the shit be true. That's why a lot of people want to get him. A lot of people want to get him. But what you gonna do? The fact the guns are gone. Okay. All right, you said what you said. You just said it out in person. You said it out in the open. A bunch of people saying the same shit he's saying, but they saying it in private. He's brilliant. That's what I will say. At first, I wanted to beat him up and all that because his strategy of getting everybody to pay attention, I wasn't feeling that. Oh, you don't disrespect the dead, but what's the quickest way to get everybody's attention? Is this disrespect the dead or disrespect? You feel what I'm saying? He had to use the tactics that he had to use in order for everybody to be talking about him. Did you hear what this? Did you do all that shit? He knew what he was doing. He knew just what he was doing. Brilliant. Now he's the person that got all the attention. Now he can say something that'll rattle. It's nothing but the truth. He'll speak. You got to realize he'll speak bad about black people. He'll speak bad about white people. He'll speak bad about Chinese people. He'll speak bad about gay people. He'll speak bad about Jews. He'll speak bad about everybody. So what does that say? Like, okay, he don't care, but his mechanisms and his strategy was absolutely brilliant. That's what I will say.
Yeah, fair enough, man. And I know we've talked about this. I've told my audience I had Charleston White on my show before he went viral, like in 2019 or something like that, man. And our conversation was way different than the conversations you're hearing today. You know what I'm saying? He was dropping knowledge, and that's why I brought him on my show. I was like, who is this dude? He's thinking differently. This is before the Nipsey Hussle thing.
Guess what?
All of that.
Guess what? That knowledge that he was busting on your show, I'm sure he got some views, but he didn't get the views that he get now.
Exactly. 100%.
You know why? Because
you are correct.
He sat down and was like, you know what? This game that I'm spitting is getting unheard. It's not getting heard the way I need it to be heard. I need to do something that everybody's going to pay attention to me every time I hit the internet. And the only way, it's sad, but the only way that he did it, how he did it, was make everybody pay attention. Gay people, Chinese people, you're taking is going hard. Like he couldn't even go out, but that was his sacrifice. He couldn't even go out because if he go out, people going to approach him. But now they understand. You understand? Now they understand what it is. So I commend him. I do. I commend him. Smart.
Was there one particular incidents, like what? Because I remember you were really, like you said, you wanted to punch dude out. Like, what was there? One specific thing he said?
I did. But I seen him. I seen what he was saying. The shit he was saying about black women, like the stuff that he was saying about gangbangers.
A lot of it makes sense, right?
Right, and this is something I'm about to blow you away with. If it's illegal to spit on the ground, if gangbanging is such a problem, why isn't gangbanging illegal? Every time they see you and you got some khakis on and y'all look like y'all banging, if y'all look like y'all in a circle, look like y'all about to congregate some shit, we busting y'all and taking y'all to jail. I guarantee gangbanging will be non-existent to the extent that lets you know right there. And everything else is illegal. You get a legal turn, spitting on the ground, talking too loud, playing your radio too loud, illegal. But it's not illegal to gangbang.
Damn.
All right.
Yeah, man. You know, I love where this conversation is going. I didn't even expect it to go this way, but let's go this way, and we'll talk a little bit more, and then come back around to what I wanted to discuss as well. But you know, I posed this question on my show. I was doing a show with Lonzo Williams, my co-host, and I asked him a question. I said, "Did gangs ruin Compton?" And I want to take that a little bit bigger, and I want to ask you, Floss, do you think gangs, and I don't want to use the word ruin, but do you think gangs? Let me ask it this way: did anything positive come out of gangbanging?
Did anything positive come out of gangbanging? Absolutely not. At the end of the day, the only thing positive that came from gangbanging was Dr. Dre, Eazy-E, Ren, Yella, and all of them. Them niggas took all that negativity, all of that, and they came out of it like a rose of concrete. Like Pac said, like a rose that moved through concrete. They came out and turned a negative to a positive. But the rest of it, no. Do you? If somebody say, "Let's go to a party in Compton right now," would you want to go?
Nope.
Hell no. I'm not going. I'm not going to no parties in Compton. Is you crazy? And it's always been like that. All the fine girls that was the finest girls, they lived in Compton. We about to drop y'all off a couple of blocks beforehand. We are fast. On the Landra. We like, hell no.
Dropping you off in Long Beach.
Hell no. Couple of blocks from the project. So, you know, but I'm just saying, like, Compton is a beautiful place. One of my friends, my friend's friends, I just seen day for yesterday, white dude, he was raised in Compton. All that shit used to be white. And then it got black, and then it started being popping. Central Ave and Broadway and all that shit was popping. But like Compton, like nah, like nah. Like Compton cool, don't get me wrong, no, shout out to the people out there in Compton, Comptown and all that, but nah. Nothing came from gangbanging, but a bunch of death and mortuaries making a gang of money, and you couldn't wear a kid couldn't wear your favorite baseball hat and starter jacket and get beat up and people shooting up the funeral and the body fall off the casket and all that. No, nothing came good from gangbanging.
Yeah, man. Right there with you.